Most men spend years trying to figure out how to get women's attention, buying expensive gifts, texting non-stop, and always being available. But here's the harsh truth. Women don't want a man who's constantly chasing them. High-value men don't chase, they attract. They don't seek validation, they embody strength, independence, and purpose. So, what's the secret? It's not about pretending to be someone you're not or playing mind games. It's about embracing a mindset that makes you irresistible without even trying. In this video, I'll show you the Stoic principles that will make women naturally drawn to you and how to attract the right woman without effort. 1. The problem with chasing. You've probably seen it before. The guy who is always chasing after attention, validation, and approval from women. He's constantly texting first, rearranging his life just to be available, and going out of his way to please her. While it may seem like he's doing everything right, the truth is, it's the exact opposite. Women can sense neediness from a mile away, and it's an instant turnoff. Why? Because deep down, women are drawn to men who are self-sufficient, emotionally strong, and independent. The moment a man starts chasing, he unknowingly signals to her that he doesn't have control over his emotions and that he's depending on her to feel whole. And that's not attractive. High-value men understand that attracting women is not about seeking their approval. It's about becoming the best version of themselves, focusing on their own growth, and living a life that's already fulfilling without needing anyone to complete it. Confidence comes from within, and that's what makes you magnetic. 2. The secret to attracting women. The Stoics understood something most men miss when it comes to attraction. True power comes from within. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This quote encapsulates the core of what makes high-value men irresistible. They don't need external validation to feel secure or important. They don't chase approval or scramble for attention. Instead, they focus on what they can control: their own actions, their own growth, and their own emotional state. High-value men, guided by Stoic principles, understand that the key to attracting women lies in the ability to be emotionally self-sufficient. They've built their lives around purpose, passion, and resilience, not around the need for someone else to complete them. When you adopt this Stoic mindset, you stop seeking validation from women or anyone else. You become a man who is comfortable in his own skin, a man who doesn't need to impress anyone to feel good about himself. This shift makes you naturally attractive because women are drawn to men who are self-assured, grounded, and emotionally stable. These are the men who live life on their terms, unaffected by the whims of others. 3. The high-value man's approach. Focus on purpose, not pursuit. High-value men are men of purpose. They don't wake up every day thinking about how to impress others or attract women. They wake up focused on their goals, their career, their health, and their personal growth. These men are driven by a sense of purpose that transcends the need for validation or external approval. Their life is already full and fulfilling, with or without a relationship. When you dedicate yourself to something greater than simply finding a relationship, something amazing happens. You start to attract the right people, including women, who are drawn to your passion and drive. Women are naturally attracted to men who are living with purpose, men who aren't waiting for someone else to complete them, but instead are focused on becoming the best version of themselves. The key difference between a high-value man and someone who is constantly chasing women is this. High-value men don't obsess over attracting women. They attract women by living their truth. They become magnetic, not because they are trying to be someone they're not, but because they are unapologetically living a life that's meaningful to them. When you focus on building your life around your purpose and growth, the right people, especially women who align with your values, will be drawn to you. And this is the powerful, effortless attraction that comes from being a man of purpose. The power of emotional control. Stay calm under pressure. Emotional control is a cornerstone of high value. A high-value man is never swayed by his emotions. He doesn't let external situations dictate how he feels or reacts. Whether it's a difficult conversation, a stressful situation, or even a potential conflict with a woman, he remains calm, composed, and grounded. He knows that his emotions are his responsibility, and that emotional stability is a sign of strength and control. This is incredibly attractive to women. Why? Because women are naturally drawn to men who can handle pressure with grace and poise. A high-value man doesn't get jealous, needy, or react impulsively when things don't go his way. Instead, he stays steady, focusing on the bigger picture and handling challenges calmly. He doesn't rush to conclusions or act out of insecurity. He thinks, reflects, and responds with wisdom. This is where Stoic philosophy comes in. The Stoics taught us to control our emotions, not let them control us. They believed that our emotions are often irrational, and that true strength lies in not being ruled by them. Marcus Aurelius, one of the greatest Stoic philosophers, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. When you internalize this, you gain the ability to remain centered even in moments of stress or temptation." The benefits of mastering emotional control go beyond just attracting women. When you're calm under pressure, people respect you more, whether it's in your personal relationships, in business, or in any area of your life. You become someone others can rely on, someone who is steady and unshaken. This is the kind of man women are drawn to, not the one who is ruled by his impulses or emotions, but the one who remains consistent and true to himself, no matter what comes his way. Why emotional control makes you irresistible. When you master your emotions and remain calm in the face of challenges, you also project emotional maturity and reliability, traits that women value deeply. It shows that you don't need constant reassurance or validation. You are secure in who you are and have the strength to handle whatever life throws at you. This emotional control creates a sense of security and trust, making you not only attractive, but someone she can depend on. And let's face it, women respect and admire men who can handle pressure with grace. It's not about being perfect or never getting upset. It's about showing up with control, confidence, and integrity in every situation. By practicing emotional control, you create a powerful, steady presence that is naturally magnetic. Women can't resist a man who can stay calm, composed, and collected, because in a world filled with chaos and uncertainty, that is exactly the kind of man they want by their side. 5. Why high-value men don't chase. The law of detachment. The power of detachment in attraction. The highest form of attraction comes from detachment. When a man is emotionally independent, when he's not relying on someone else's presence to complete him, his value increases exponentially. This is what sets high-value men apart. They don't seek validation or approval from anyone. They don't need someone else to make them feel complete or worthy. This detachment is the cornerstone of emotional strength. It's what makes a man magnetic. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, once said, "Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants." What he's really describing is the ultimate freedom, the freedom from dependence on external validation. This applies to relationships too. When you don't need anyone to fulfill you emotionally, you become a person who is self-sufficient, stable, and grounded. Your worth comes from within, not from someone else's approval. When you adopt this mindset, you stop chasing after women. Instead, you focus on your own life, your passions, your career, your health, and your personal growth. You're no longer focused on impressing others or proving your worth. You are content with who you are, and this emotional independence is incredibly attractive. Women are drawn to this because they want to feel secure with someone who is emotionally stable and mature, someone who isn't seeking to fill a void with their attention. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring about people. It means that you are no longer emotionally reliant on them for your happiness or self-worth. This mindset makes you less reactive and more in control of your emotions, which is a huge part of what makes you a high-value man. You're not desperate for anyone's approval, and that strength and confidence is what makes you irresistible. How detachment increases your value. The law of detachment states that when you stop chasing, you start attracting. It's not about playing games or pretending to be indifferent. It's about focusing on your own life and growth, knowing that the right people will naturally be drawn to you. Women value men who can maintain their sense of self-worth without being dependent on their presence. It shows that you are emotionally strong, mature, and capable of building a life that doesn't revolve around anyone else. Now that you know the key Stoic principles that make high-value men irresistible, I want to hear from you. Are you focusing on your own growth, or are you still chasing validation from others? Have you ever noticed how women are